Okay, and welcome back, and we have some special guests. As you know by now, WHIG has been very, very diligent in talking about breast cancer awareness. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we want to bring everything to the forefront so that everybody knows how to get the help they need, prevention, and how important it is, and all of that. So this morning we have Lori Perry, we have Jessica Davis, and Teresa People. These are two survivors, which makes us feel so good, so glad to have survivors on. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you so much.
And welcome, Lori.
Thank you.
Lori, how does the health department, how can the health department play a role in this? How does this, first of all, tell us what you do with the health department.
Okay. Well, I work in all different kinds of clinics, but my main responsibility is working with women, helping them get mammograms, if they're diagnosed with breast cancer, helping them get the Medicaid, and just kind of assisting them to get to the next level. Our county is very blessed. We have a program called North Carolina BSEP Cervical and Cancer Program. The money that we get is from the federal and state government, and it allows us to help women get mammograms that are uninsured or underinsured.
Okay.
That's what we mainly do. Our target population is age 40 to 64. But then if you're 21 to 75 and you find a breast lump, then you're still eligible.
Right. Well, you know, Lori, so this makes me feel good. So people that cannot afford to go maybe to a breast center or somewhere at a hospital or something like that, they can come to the health department. There is still help for everybody.
Yes,
everybody can be helped.
Yes, ma'am. And you don't necessarily have to come to the health department for your physical. If you've been to another physician and they want to send you for a mammogram and maybe you don't have insurance, or some people I found have insurance, but it's still a hardship trying to pay for a mammogram because of their deductible.
That's right.
But even if you go to your doctor and he wants you to have a mammogram and you live in Nash County, you can contact me. We can bring you in, make you eligible, and get your mammogram.
So to call you and to get in touch with you to get your mammogram, how does that process work? Do you have to have already gone to your doctor first? How does that go?
If you've already had a breast exam and it's current, then we can just use that.
Okay.
If you haven't, you can come to the health department and actually get a full physical and have your breast exam.
Okay. Very good. Well, it's good to know that there's help there.
Oh, yes, ma'am. It's been such a blessing.
Very good. Okay, so ladies, I want to talk to both of you. Who was diagnosed first?
I was.
You were. Okay, Teresa, tell us about Jessica. I'm sorry. I don't know why I called you Teresa. Jessica, tell me about your experience. How did this, just start from the beginning.
Okay, I had a knot on my left breast, and that was back here in 2014. And I went to the doctor, and they kept telling me it was just because I had big breasts, and it was nothing out of the normal. So I went and got a primary care doctor, and she sent me for a biopsy because she just wanted to test it. And on May 23rd, she called me back, and she said, I need you to come down here, bring an adult or a family member with you. So I went down there, and I told her, I said, well, my mom out there in the car, want nobody with me.
Right.
And I went in there, and she told me, she was like, well, your biopsy came back, and it's breast cancer. So I went in like maybe 2-3 weeks later, and I did a lumpectomy because I think it was like a 0.2 centimeters. She said anything more than that, I would have had to do radiation. But I thank God I didn't have to do radiation. I meant chemo.
Right,
I only had to do radiation, and I take tamoxifen once a day since then.
Did you get normals every year? Did you get a mammogram, or you just got it because you felt a lump?
Yes, ma'am. I only had it because I felt the lump. I wasn't old enough to start doing mammograms.
So you had not started. Okay, so you wouldn't have had a reason to really think you needed a mammogram.
No.
Because you were 25.
Right.
Wow. And so how did the health department help you?
I didn't actually go to the health department for my medical treatments. I went to Boyce Willis Immediate Care.
Okay.
My doctor's Dr. Sampat, and she's inside the Boyce Willis Immediate Care Center, and that's who sent me for my mammogram and my biopsy.
So you went to the health department for your mammogram?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, she
Oh,
didn't.
you didn't?
She didn't come through the BSEP program.
she did not.
She
Okay.
was 25 years old
Okay.
when this happened, and that was before she even knew that there was a BSEP program.
Okay, okay. Now tell us, so they say, and it's been proven many times, that breast cancer is hereditary.
Right.
So tell us about your story. You are her daughter.
I'm a mother.
Mother, I mean. I don't know why I keep saying that.
She looks
Okay.
young enough to be your daughter.
Okay, so this is your daughter. So tell me about your experience.
I was going to the health department, giving my yearly checkup, and I was due for my yearly checkup, and they sent me for my mammogram. And my mammogram, when I took my mammogram, they say they saw some spots on it, so I had to go back and do a biopsy. The biopsy came back, and they called me and told me I needed to come out, that they found some cancer cells.
Wow,
Well,
not a good feeling.
no,
Not a good
and
feeling
just
at
to hear the
all.
word cancer around my name.
Oh, yeah.
And I called Laura. We went
Very
up,
good.
I went to the health department, we prayed about it, we cried about it, talked to my mama, we prayed about it.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it was a tough go, but
I can imagine.
God's been good to me. God has truly been good to me.
Wonderful.
I went through it all. I didn't have to have no chemo,
Really?
no radiation.
Oh,
God has
wow.
truly been blessing me.
Oh,
Yes,
that
he
that
has.
just makes me have chill bumps. That just makes me
Yes.
feel so good. Bless your heart.
Yes, my family and my health department family, they stuck right with me.
So you went, how long a period of time before you found out you were cancer free, and how did you feel when they told you were cancer free?
I did my biopsy October the 23rd, the day before Thanksgiving. They called me back on the 27th of October, told me they found the cells. I went, saw Dr. Nelson Robinson. We got the ball rolling.
Wow.
And after I did surgery, March the 1st, she came back, she told me, she said, Teresa, we got it all.
What
But
a good
come back
feeling.
after the test, after my surgery on March the 1st, they came back, and she said they found a little bit more under the bottom.
Right,
We had to
right.
go in again on May
Right.
the 10th. But this time here, she said we got it all this time.
Wow. What a
She
good
said,
feeling.
and right now, I don't see you needing radiation, chemo.
Wow.
God has truly blessed me.
Bless your heart.
Yes,
Both of you
yes,
are
yes.
survivors.
Yes.
Both of you are
And
survivors.
Miss Sandra, can I?
Early detection, right, Lori?
Yes, ma'am. And I wanted to add this, that, one person can have a lump, another person may not even have any symptoms, may not have a breast
You
lump.
can present in different ways.
That's right, and just because you have a normal breast exam, it is so important to get a mammogram. A mammogram
Yeah.
can pick up something, of course, that we can't pick up with our human hands. So please, 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 it is very important that you get a screening mammogram. And another thing, even if you go to another provider, your provider wants to send you for a mammogram and you've gone, before you have a biopsy, it is so critical that you get in touch with me, because if you are enrolled in the BSEP program and you get a diagnosis, you can apply for BSEP Medicaid. If you're not enrolled in our program, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to help you.
Right,
So it is
right.
critical that you call the health department before you have any kind of biopsies done.
Right, to get enrolled in the BSEP
Yes,
program.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see, this is something that a lot of our viewers probably did not have any knowledge about.
Yes, ma'am.
So we appreciate you bringing this. Do you want to can you tell us a little bit about the program?
Yes, ma'am. Like I said, it's we receive money every year from the federal and state government, and it's for Nash County residents. I wouldn't turn somebody away that wasn't from Nash County if I, could.
Right,
We didn't have to. We focus mainly on women 40 to 64, but I've learned in the past 10 years that even though that's our focus, that I have patients very young, 26 years old on up.
Right.
Breast cancer doesn't discriminate.
Right,
with
it can even
age.
be in men.
Yes,
It's a
ma'am.
low percentage, but it can still hit males also.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I had a male person call me, and unfortunately, the BSEP program does not accept men. And he had a biopsy, and thank goodness it came back and it was negative. But yes, men can get breast cancer.
Right, absolutely. Well, I wanted Lori to repeat that because I want everybody to know that there is help. that you can enroll. You know, don't say, well, I can't go to the doctor, I don't have insurance, or I can't go to the doctor, I don't have any money. Well, there's help for everyone, and thank goodness for the Nash County Health Department having these things, so that, and I think these fine ladies will say that. So anyway, we appreciate everything, Lori, that you do, and to help, you know, prevention, and to, what do you do as far as outreach to get the word out? Do you do outreach to get
Yes,
the word
ma'am.
out about prevention and how important it is?
Yes, ma'am. I've done a few things. I went to the Fountain Correctional Center a few years ago and took some information, but I also brought some breast models. And it was just amazing at how the ladies actually doing the breast model and touching it and finding the lumps.
Right.
Was very
that's
effective.
really
you know, I'm a
good.
visual person. I'm a hands-on
Yeah.
person, and I think a lot of women are. Some women tend to check their breasts and they just check it real lightly, but you actually have to apply firm pressure, you know, when you're checking your breast to make sure that you don't miss anything.
Right.
I went to the senior center a couple of weeks ago and spoke to some ladies.
Very good.
And then
So
we
you
also
do
have
outreach.
we have health educators that go out and do a lot of outreach too.
That's great, because I just really believe we need to get the word out about prevention.
Yes, ma'am.
So both of you would agree that you would encourage everybody to get mammograms
Yes, ma'am.
once a year,
Yes,
if they're in that age bracket,
Yes,
once a
ma'am.
year.
And I was the one that didn't have that insurance. Laura walked me through it. She made sure I
Wonderful.
had what I needed.
Right.
She got the people, they told me, they said, no, you're not covered. She got on the phone, she called them, she said, yes, she is.
Wow.
She took care of it all, and to this day, my bill is still being paid. And
Thank you, Lord.
thank you, Laura. I want to say thank you.
Well, thank you, Miss Teresa, but
Yes.
you know, we have to give God all the glory for
Yes,
that, because
yes,
He
yes.
put us all in the right place at the right time.
At the
It's
right
not my money.
Absolutely.
I want to do everything I can to help ladies.
Yes.
Well, customer service is what you were given. You were helping in every way you could. Of course, it's through the Nash County Health Department, but it takes people like you
That's
giving
right.
good, great customer service for this to happen. So thank you, ladies, for being on.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much for
And God
having
bless you both. And I'm so happy for both of you.
Thank you.
And keep getting those mammograms.
Okay.
Thank you, Lori.
Thank you, Miss Sandra.
And we'll be right back with more of the morning show.